Sorry, Jessica. I think I accidentally hit Jessica's name. I was like trying to move over the chat and I like just pushed Jessica like 65 times.
All right. Well, I just wanted to welcome everyone to our first day of San Antonio Startup Week / month. My name is Nguyen, and I am one of the organizers for San Antonio Startup Week and the programs manager at the 80/20 Foundation. Introductions, Dax.
I'm Dax Moreno. I'm the Chief Talent Officer for TechBlock, and I am one of the co-organizers. And some of you have talked to me about speakers, sessions, and kind of building out some of the content. Been behind the scenes for a couple of years, and now Tu and Alex have prodded me into more of this role. So happy to be here.
Yeah, thanks for being here, Dax. I'm Alexandra Frey with the 80/20 Foundation. I have been able to watch Dax and to grow this. This year has been very interesting, of course, but I just want to say thank you to everybody. Thank you to Tu and Dax and team for making this happen, pivoting and adapting to where we are has been amazing. I think so much energy can come out of this that we wouldn't think could, but we're excited. I also want to thank our partners at Trinity and Geekdom. They are amazing with paying those bills, making things get paid, making sure things get paid, making sure we are all here and can operate. Geekdom giving us their space, and all of our track captains. They are the ones really leading the content, and without them, making sure all the speakers have what they want, need, getting their schedules organized with panelists. We're really excited. I mean, I don't even know all of the details, but I'm, what Dax and Tu share. I'm so excited about how the communities really come together. And I think what's most important to remember is just how we're all supporting each other through this. And if there's ever any questions that I can help answer, please reach out to me. If there's any connections I can help make, please reach out to me. I want to be a resource for this whole month as much as I possibly can. So I'll let them take it away because they are the ones that made this happen.
Yeah. And I want to be on here on record to say thank you, Alexandra Frey, my boss, for supporting both Dax and I on this. It's a lot, and I couldn't have done it alone. I couldn't even have done it with Dax if we didn't have your support as well, whether that's spiritually, mentally, emailly. I appreciate you. So thank you for letting us do this. And I'm going to share my screen real quick because there's just 2 slides that I wanted to go over. One is just going over the theme, and then 2 is kind of how to virtual conference.
Also, a huge shout out to Heavy for these graphics. They're amazing. And sorry, Hero Space for the amazing website that's not only beautiful, but functional, finally. So those two, there's more than 2 there, but teams.
And a shout out in advance to Symbio Hush. You're going to see a lot of their work throughout this month. They led a track. They are producing some really great videos and media assets for us. And we think you're going to love what you see from them.
Yeah, so just to start off, you've seen these words a lot: reconnect, rebuild, revive, reboot. So you might be wondering why or what. So I will kick off by saying, 1, they all start with the letter R, and 2, they are all, in my opinion, very aspirational, positive, optimistic, And I think 2020 has been kind of the opposite of that. We really wanted to focus on how San Antonio and our community has been doing all of these things despite what's been going on. And I hope and I believe that these sessions will reflect all of these words. Dax?
Yeah, thanks, too. Tu mentioned a few things, and the other thing that really captured this moment when we were talking about how do we even do a startup week in 2020 after everything that's happened, after people, getting furloughed, so much unease, right, around our businesses, around startups, people we know being impacted either professionally or through their health. And one thing that has stood out among our community, and I think we can all agree, is the fact that we find ways to kind of gather ourselves up, help each other out, and forge a new way forward. And each one of these words, if you kind of really think about it, are capturing a moment in time and then figuring out how you move forward. When you reconnect with someone, you're being purposeful with that intent to go back and connect again, rebuilding, reviving, rebooting, starting anew, looking forward. A perfect example of this, and honestly, Alexandra, I hope you don't mind if I share, but behind the scenes, Alexandra has been working tirelessly on the community labs effort that I'm sure many of you saw in the news last week with Graham Weston, County Judge Wolf, as well as Mayor Nuremberg, talking about how we best serve our community with COVID and this pandemic. Alexandra did so much work behind the scenes. That's honestly why I'm here, because she got airlifted as like SWAT team support to go help ensure that project got where it needed to be. And we're just really, really thankful that we have this kind of community that can collaborate, come together, and think about the future together. That's what this whole month is going to be all about. You're going to see lots of themes being built on this.
All right. So my next slide is pretty logistical. Wanted to go over it. Few reminders. Dax, feel free to chime in at any time. But first things first is to really promote and encourage you guys to download the Whova app. You can also watch these streams on desktop, but there are other capabilities on the app that you won't find on the desktop. And so you can build your agenda, ask session questions, and then network. So one thing that I was reading about for virtual networking is like having a goal. So am I going to network with or swap contact information with 5 people this week? Make that your goal. Do it on Whova. You can say hi. There's a community tab where people are looking for resources, looking for ways to connect. So there are opportunities out there on the app. And then second is just being patient. We're kind of learning how this whole virtual conference works. And so if things start a little bit late or maybe we have to get cut short, it's just things that we're trying to troubleshoot for, which is a great reason why it's an entire month, is so that we can really hone in on those items, and then hopefully it'll be great, smooth sailing from here on out. And then back to networking opportunities and fun opportunities. There are community fun and engagement opportunities on the schedule that are added that include interactive. You're not just viewing us on a webinar. There are incentives also. So please do join in on those opportunities. And also the people who are spearheading those have run them before, going through a virtual conference. So they know what we're all going through. They're experts. So please do join in on those. Like tonight, there's networking with the stars. Sounds pretty intriguing, exciting. I know everyone rallies around Startup Week as the ultimate networking conference. So let's start off with a bang. And then every Friday, there will be a mystery announcement at 1:30. That is most of what I can say. Dax, do you want to add anything to that? Or
go to the schedule, check out the mystery award announcement. We give you a little bit more detail. It's not spooky. We couldn't really pull in a Halloween theme, but it's still really awesome. And again, just think about those 4 R's we talked about. We think there are some really special companies and organizations that have just been awesome. And we want to make sure that they're recognized. So if you think you might be one of those organizations, you should definitely be tuning in every Friday at 1:30 to see if you might be one of the folks we are talking about or talking to.
And then lastly, everyone's got to plug their social media in. We are on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn. So if there are anything like track captain spotlights, last minute additions or changes, anything like that, you can find it on our social media. And also just share what you're learning or who you've met, or who you aspire to be if that is someone on the schedule. I think it's a big opportunity being virtual to share ideas. And so, yeah, that's my last little tip for how to virtual conference. Anything else to add, or are there any questions? Have I caught anything?
Yeah, I'll just add in really quickly on Tu's point of networking. We're worked really hard to make this fun. We're working with Comedy Sports San Antonio, which is an improv and kind of comedy group. They're going to be coming in and helping us just have fun and engage with each other again. We know how much you look forward to doing this and going up and down Houston Street, popping into places, grabbing a coffee, having fun, sharing a laugh, or just meeting new people and introducing yourself. You are going to be able to do all of those things in these sessions. Tonight's is networking with the improv stars. So we're going to do some fun stuff with that. We've got social roulette that we're going to do a couple of mornings. We have trivia nights, which are going to be ridiculously fun. And there are some massive prizes that you're going to be able to win if you're one of the people who take home the trophy. And we also even are going to be doing a pet meetup. So we're just doing a lot of different things to foster that connection and hopefully, kind of charge you after all this Zoom fatigue that you're inevitably settling into after 7 months cooped up in your house or in your apartment or anything else.
Great points. I know this is until 11 o'clock, but there's a question that I'm going to try to pull up. Can someone pull up? Let me stop sharing.
Yeah, I've got it.
Okay.
So any recommendations for best promoting our sessions online? So yes, if you are a speaker, work with your track captain. And if you're still not sure, you can email me, dax@techtalentcentral.com. I'll put my email address here in the chat, and we're going to show you some tools that are actually built into Whova to allow you to promote everything online socially, just easy, kind of point, click, and share and send out. Definitely activate your audience and network. We're trying to make the startup community and the entrepreneurship community and everything that we've been doing the past few years that Alex and Tu have built accessible to more San Antonians, as well as just more people, period, who are interested in learning about our ecosystem. So we can definitely help you with that.
All right. Any last thoughts or anything that you're looking forward to this week? I know that there are people in this call, like right here, I'm talking about Dax and Alexandra, are on talks this week. So again, please do look at the schedule. And we have another question. What should we do if there are 2 events that overlap? Can we watch later? Yes, great point. Great question. We are recording our sessions and then uploading them to our SASW YouTube page. So yes, you'll be able to rewatch sessions if you miss them.
And as a side note there, we did our best to make them not compete with each other. So a lot of the sessions of what you do, the beauty of having a month is you're going to see sessions Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Tuesdays and Thursdays, you may see some special events pop up. Later this week, we have Caminos into Tech, which is a conversation with a Latina IT leader hosted by Ileana Gonzalez of Tech Block. And that's going to be followed an hour later at 6 p.m. by the Stumberg Prize Competition, which we're really, really excited to highlight because those are young entrepreneurs at Trinity University working through an awesome program, competing for $25,000.
And we got another question. How many total sessions are happening this month?
We have over 60 sessions currently scheduled. Now, a really big part of this is that there are still more sessions that we have in the planning stages that are going to be released each week. So you're going to see some stuff already on the calendar throughout this week. You're going to start seeing weeks 2, 3, and 4 continue to populate. And there might even be some special surprises. What we're going to be doing as a Startup Week team is every Sunday, we're going to be sending you out a newsletter for some highlights or things to look out for in the following week. So you've already seen week 1. Next Sunday, you're going to see week 2. The best way to stay on top of those, follow our social medias, hit hashtag SASW, be able to follow that, and you're going to see all the really great updates, any new programming that comes up, or maybe some special surprises and events that we have up our sleeve.
All right. Well, I don't want to cut this short, but as me, I have to prepare for my session that is, again, at 11 o'clock if you guys want to join. It is why every startup needs an intern. Thank you guys for being a part of this. I'm talking about the panelists here as well as our attendees viewing on the side. I will post this again on our YouTube channel if you guys need to reference it. And yeah, I'm excited to kickstart this. A little nervous, so again, be patient with me. All right. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks, everyone. Have a great month.